Hey, what's up guys? It's Thomas Delauer with SixPackAbs.com, and I want to show you today an exercise that is very, very commonly done improperly, okay? So it's a hanging leg raise, but I want to show you a couple different variations of it to not only make sure you're doing it properly, but get you a maximum result as well. So I'll point out the errors and I'll give you 3 different variations of a hanging leg raise. This is a little bit more of an advanced movement. So if you're still trying to get the hang of a hanging leg raise, you're gonna wanna go with a different variation, which I'll show you in the very beginning. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out my science-based six-pack intermittent fasting program that also contains a workout program known as a time under tension protocol, utilizing my unique kind of methods when it comes down to training. But also, if you haven't already, you can find what is called Ignite TDX, which is my new thermo detox exercise regimen, which is going to be coming out here very soon too. You might already see it out on the internet. Let's get rolling. So first off, I want to show you the entry-level variation of this. You might be wondering, why the heck am I using a step to get up to the bar? It's not because I can't jump, it's because it has a part in this later on. So first off, if you're just beginning, you're just starting these out, when you do your hanging leg raises, go ahead and do them bent knee. You don't need to go straight leg. In fact, that can actually wreak some havoc on your lower back if your hamstrings are tight, because when your hamstrings are tight and you're trying to bring a straight leg out, that's gonna put tension on your psoas, it's gonna put tension on your lumbar region, and it might just make it hard. So if you have tight hamstrings in the first place, just go with bent legs. It doesn't matter, who cares, okay? But what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that you're going with your knees bent and you're keeping your shins at a 90-degree angle, just keeping your shins as parallel with the floor as you can, okay? And what I wanna do is I wanna make sure that I keep the butt focused back. Don't bring the butt forward. And I'm just bringing the knees up to the chest. But one thing I want you to practice doing is putting a step underneath you so that you stop the momentum. You see a lot of people doing this, and then they arch their back. So that like bringing their chest forward, bringing their abdomen forward, and that's putting a lot of stress on the spine. You're actually taking the stress off of the abs. So what we want to do, we want to take the stress off the lower back, keep the focus on the abs by stopping the momentum of your feet. It's okay, you just go rep 1, tap, rep 2, tap, rep 3, tap, rep 4, tap, etc., etc. It works a heck of a lot better. So let's get into the fun variations of this. Okay, first and foremost is a very difficult one, but one that's very effective. And after you do it a couple of times, you're gonna find that it's really not as hard as it was the first time. This is a bicycle kick, but only on the negative. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up, and then I'm gonna bicycle kick down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, come up, 1, 2, 3. Back up, 1, 2, 3. And what I'm doing is I'm alternating the leg that I lead off with. So my legs come up, and then right, down. Back up, next rep, left, right, left, down. What this is doing is it's forcing you to engage your obliques as well. Normally, if you do this movement, you're almost entirely keeping the internal and external obliques out of the equation, okay? You wanna focus this one so it's encompassing all of your torso. So again, just for demonstration, we go up, right, down. Left, right, left, down. Okay, and if you don't have the bench there, you can go down a little bit further. Next variation is going to be toes to the bar. Don't follow what a lot of the CrossFit people do where they just swing like crazy, okay? We're not monkeys here, we're trying to build good abs. So let me show you again. Again, I'm using the bench to stop the momentum. You don't have to have your feet or your legs completely straight. You can bend your knees a little bit, it's totally fine. We're talking about getting maximum contraction of the upper and lower abs here. The bottom movement is what engages your lower abs. The top movement is what engages your upper abs. So I'm gonna go slow, come up and up, down, control the swing. Up, all the way up. Lower abs, upper abs. Lower abs, upper abs. So you notice how halfway through the motion, I'm not swinging, I'm actually engaging my lats a little bit to position myself slightly different with my butt a little bit further forward. If I were to try to keep my butt back and swing my legs to the top, not only does that take a significant amount of lower back flexibility, but you run the risk of hurting yourself. So just to break it down to show you a little bit better, we come up, butt shifts forward, and comes up. The thing is, it takes a little bit of upper body strength to do this kind of variation. So don't worry about it if it takes a little bit of time when you're adjusting to it. Okay, this one definitely requires the utilization of a bench for safety, okay? This is the side oblique crunch. This is how you're gonna get those serratus muscles that give you that nice shredded look coming in from the side. So what you do, position yourself so that your legs are pointing at 90 or 45 degrees from forward. So I wanna position them like this. I don't wanna come to the side. That's really hard on your body. 45 degrees, okay? Don't alternate. We're just gonna tap the bench and come back up, engaging this part of the abs. And I wanna make sure that whatever I do, I'm not rotating my upper body like this, because that's really hard on your shoulder girdle. It's hard on what supports your shoulder. So I wanna focus straight ahead. I'm gonna focus right at the camera. My legs are twisted to the side. And now all I'm doing is bringing up like this. You'll see a lot of people doing this, twisting. That's really hard on your spine. Keep it straight. The only thing that's different is the positioning of the hips and the knees. Okay, other side. Again, using that bench to be able to tap. 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 Super easy, okay? That is the proper way to do them. Let me show you, just for sake of example, the wrong way. I'm gonna move this bench. And actually, if you get a shot from my side, you can see like what happens in my lower back. Okay, if I'm doing them wrong, I'm coming up, getting too much swing, there's my lower back arch. Lower back is arching. Kind of look like a fish out of water, like your lower back just sways the way that it really shouldn't. That's really hard on your body. Not only that, you see how I'm breathing a lot harder? It's because it's encompassing a lot more of my body that I don't need in the equation. It's a very inefficient way of doing this exercise. So anyway, now that I've broken that down, I hope that you can use this information to get a little bit more of that six pack that you're after this summer. As always, keep it locked in here on SixPackAbs.com. See you soon.